We're just gonna. Oh. Okay. Well, if I gotta get out and give this guy information. Okay, I didn't want to fight. Okay, we're gonna see how it goes. Oh my God, this guy is aggressive.
In the black lines.
Hey YouTube, FinKone here. Just doing the fourth episode of the night shift patrols. They've actually been going pretty well. Pretty soon I'll change it up, probably do something a little different. Maybe see what you guys are actually kind of interested in seeing. Maybe like bait cars or just high risk calls, or maybe just hefty traffic citation, patrols. We'll figure it out. But real quick, thanks to all the people that have been testing the police orders mod. It's kind of a risky one because anything that deals with ownership, it's kind of dangerous in terms of like making fatal crashes. So I'm at the point where if it does fail you, it's going to be a script crash, not a fatal crash. And even that's hard to get to now. Like, you got to be really kind of abusing it and using it outside of its scope. Thanks to Steve Trackboys 55, he was actually telling me that he plays a lot of LAN and multiplayer games only. Even if he's playing alone, like he'll play a LAN game. And he was saying it only worked about half the time. And once he had switched that up, he said he tried a single player match, like I do, because that's all I run in. That's what I build in. That's what I dev in. I don't test any of these in online. And he said it actually worked all the time once he switched over to that. So that was good because I was kind of confused about some of the reports I was getting about the usage of it. And that really helps me narrow down some of the issues. I don't know if I'm going to actually try to make it work well for multiplayer. That would be actually another hellacious bit of coding to, accomplish where I'm already at in the single player. That's kind of what it was intended for. And I'm just gonna release it from there. We're gonna see how it goes, see how you guys like it. Depending on how this next group, because I just sent a fresh one out to a larger group of people. And depending on how that one goes, since I'm widening up it, taking in new specs and stuff, is going to determine if I kind of improve it a little bit more or if I release it. But it should be out by, this weekend or something. And I think what I'm going to start doing is kind of rewarding you guys for supporting me and subbing to me. Is I'm going to upload the download links to my channel first rather than LCPDFR. And then a couple of days later, I'll probably put it up on LCPDFR so everybody can get it. And again, that's just to kind of reward those that follow me. So we're gonna go ahead and check this one out. We got a street race, so it's gonna be 2 cars, and they're already attempting to flee from an officer. So we're probably actually just gonna back up and then go down to our left and kind of hustle towards it. We are gonna call in a helicopter because street racing.
We need air support.
Street racing is pretty dangerous. We're just gonna. Okay. Well, if I gotta get out and give this guy information. Okay, I didn't want to fight. Okay, we're gonna see how it goes. Oh my God, this guy is aggressive. I'm trying to get him to comply. What is happening now? My partner's going crazy. You need to put your hands up. You need to put your hands up real quick. Alright, so I mean, I was actually going to try to play it out and maybe give him information because I just hit his exotic car, but he's one of those, I don't care, I'm going to take you down. Like, he had to know I was a cop. He's seen the lights. So we're actually going to have another unit take this guy, and we're still going to try to catch up to that street race. And I have to tell my shift supervisor why I ended up being done. He got kind of jacked up on that one. That was my fault though. I should have told him the whole put. When you use a partner, you really got to use the LCPDFR orders and work to keep him safe. Look at him. He really wants to ride in this exotic car. Yeah, he does. I'm not gonna let it happen now. All right, so we got. Yeah, see, that's something else I got to change. I don't want the stockade in, but that's because I'm running on 1.1. So again, like I told y'all, you gotta keep your eyes on these guys. You look away, they're gonna disappear. Oh my God, there he goes. As a matter of fact, well, that was kind of good. Right when I tied that out, he came to me. He just slammed into that tree, I bet. All right, so we're on this guy now.
Last time.
We're gonna call a unit. You guys saw how fast he went through that intersection. Now, of course, he's blowing reds.
Required for a criminal resisting arrest in East
So we're actually gonna try to. Oh man, this guy's going crazy. I went through that one a little quick just because it was still yellow. Those are kind of fairly safe. This guy's driving all types of wild though. We're actually gonna try to get a pit on this one early, just because how dangerous he is, not only to himself but others. Of course, I got rear-ended by, I should have checked my 6 before I got crazy. All right, we're gonna get him out of gunpoint. We're gonna get his hands up. Generally, these dudes don't go too crazy, too much, but we'll see what's going on from there. Alright, so we're gonna get this guy cuffed up. I'm gonna let another unit handle him as well. Man, look what that guy did to my car. That one wasn't on me. Okay, hitting the exotic car, that one was on me. I'm gonna have to explain that one, to the shift supervisor. But this guy had like the Mustang equivalent. My partner wants to ride everything I get in again. Alright, we're gonna move this over to the side, and we're gonna have this one towed away. And we're gonna see if those other units lost track of that second racer, or if they got him. I wasn't really tracking what was going on, just because, Okay, so we're starting to get our cops, and this is where I was talking about positioning yourself well to see. And we're actually gonna. That tow truck driver, he don't give a damn. I don't know if that guy's dead or not.
We have the suspect in custody.
Alright, so again, we're gonna watch. Oh yeah, he's dead after taking them tires. We're not gonna clean him up just because of a. Never mind, that dude is a boss.
Just look at me.
Dang, and he got up still running his mouth. Like, that's crazy. Alright, so we're gonna. That call out actually concluded because I don't know where the other one went. I don't know if they got him. They might have got him. Like, if you guys were tracking, I had a lot going on. This is harder than it looks. I had a lot going on. So if you guys saw they had the other one in custody, let me know in the comments, and maybe when I render this back through, I'll kind of look at it. But we're just gonna kind of cruise around, doing our normal thing, staying proactive. We're getting ready for the morning crew. People waking up early, going to their jobs and doing their normal thing. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to kind of figure out who's up to no good and who's not. But we are gonna check these two out up here, just because they are kind of loitering. They don't exactly look like they're trying to get to work. We're gonna leave. We're not gonna tell dispatch we're busy, because we're not really busy. We're just kind of doing a soft investigation on an individual here. I see one guy leaning up against the wall here, and whoever this person is at the top of the steps. We're gonna start with the guy down here. I'm gonna ask him to come on over to us. Actually, this guy's good to go now. So we're gonna actually try to. This is using the police orders that I'll be putting out. We're gonna let that individual go. Of course, he's probably gonna try to get out of the area. Now we're gonna actually try to catch up to this pursuit. Once we get into the computer, we're gonna check out where it's at.
On Dukes Boulevard in a light gray fruit pony.
All right, so this is actually all the way down south from us. They're in a pony.
This is control. Suspects last seen in a light gray.
All right, they're armed suspects, so we're definitely going to be trying to push air towards them. And I didn't really get to really hear where they were at. Hopefully we can get on the scene and try to locate these guys. I hope they didn't get on the highway. Maybe they're heading directly towards me. Nope, these guys got off. So we lost the dude we were investigating, and we also didn't get to catch that guy. We're gonna go ahead and tell dispatch that
Okay, people,
we're 10-8 from not even be able to
jobs.
catch up to that individual, and they escaped. We're gonna pop a UE down here, kind of head back towards our little beat area. We'll check this spot down here. But like I said, it's gonna get harder to locate the high-risk individuals at this time frame. All right, we're about to check out that guy though. Not because he looks homeless or anything, just because his demeanor, like he looked very fidgety. So we're gonna swing back around on him over here, and we'll just go investigate him up here. And off to the right, it was a guy kind of tucked away back in that alleyway. It looked like he might have been possibly smoking something. that wasn't a cigarette. It looked like he was cuffing it like it was some type of crack bowl or something of that nature. So we'll go kind of see what we got. We're not going to respond to the mugging. This is the individual I was talking about right here. So we're actually going to pop up on the curb on him. And we'll probably get the spotlight going a little bit. Okay, so he might have just been cold. That might have been that cuffing that I saw, but you don't know. I don't want to aim at him. That was kind of... I'm going to have him kind of bump over here a little bit. And we're going to go for a frisk. Just kind of check him out. He looks kind of suspicious, just hiding out around here in the corner. You can see we got all type of tagging going on. This isn't a very good area. So we'll just try to stay proactive and see if we can catch this guy with anything that he possibly shouldn't have. So we found identification, and I'm just gonna have my partner at this point just kind of cover him, and while he still somehow rotates towards me, I'm gonna have him just hold that position and watch out while I run him in the computer real quick. So you can see that the just because I frisked him, the police orders, it's given the ability to actually look him up. And it ties in with LCPDFR, so they'll actually pop up in here. Close that. I don't know why that was in there. So he's got 3 citations. Nothing malicious happening with him, and he had ID. Like, so this guy's good to go. What I'm gonna do is actually like ask him to just kind of get out of the area, like to leave the area instead of just loiter here. So we can do that through police orders as well. We're just gonna pick release, and we'll go up and return the ID to him that we actually took from him. And we'll let him go on his way. So actually hop back in the car and kind of continue down the street, see if we can figure out anything else to get into. Let me get my partner, give him the regroup. Let me make sure the dispatch knows we're good to go. I mean, I have the callouts set to vary a lot, but it changed from 1.0 Delta to 1.1 just because I didn't port over the INI. I didn't know if there were going to be any minor differences. I actually combed over it later, and there's no difference between 1.0 Delta and 1.1 INI settings. So if you want to back up your old file, it's located in LCPDFR, under the main directory. You can back up your old INI file, and you won't lose any of those kind of predetermined settings you had, because I lost a good bit of mine. It doesn't take long to change them back. It's just little things that you'll forget about. And 1.1's working good for me. It was more so geared towards multiplayer play. They added a couple of new functions that I'll get to toy with, but this update was pretty hefty. A lot of you won't see it because you don't see new taser models or new animations or better frisking options. But what they actually did is they got a bunch of serialization stuff in. And it's actually gonna actually start helping a lot with the multiplayer issues you guys been seeing. From what I understand, now the host, he kind of hosts LCPDFR for the other players. And if one of you devs are looking at it and see that I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But from what I'm seeing now, that your LCPDFR actually correctly talks. Before they kind of just paralleled each other and tried to respect each other a little bit, but now they actually run together. Okay, so I'm going to stop running my mouth about that. I mean, I know you guys like to listen to the knowledge that I try to drop about this, but we'll actually see what's going on here. It looks like this vehicle might have actually hit this parked car. Okay, so we're going to park up right behind him, kind of position ourselves well. We're actually going to try to have the driver step out, and we're going to spotlight him because that's really suspicious. I mean, he could have just came from a really good kegger or something.
This is Control. I need a unit for...
and again, that's one of those that I won't respond to, the shots fired, because it's dangerous for me. It's really unstable right now. So we're going to actually try to get this guy out. And again, I got to kind of order him out, gun out, just because how this works. But I'm going to give him an order to kind of move out of the street, get him out of the way. He decided to run. See, this is one of the things that can happen. I'll give him a verbal to stop. See, sometimes when they run, it's not like a horrible thing. Now that I got him to stop, we're actually going to go ahead and do a investigation and frisk him.
Get your hands on your head.
And while I frisk him, hopefully the passenger doesn't get out and run or do anything shady. But this guy definitely hit that vehicle, and it looks like it's parked. It's not occupied. It's not running. I don't know what this guy's doing right here in the silver car to the left. So I found nothing. What I'm going to try to do is see if I can get this individual to go into my vehicle using LCPDFR. And that's another thing with the police orders. Once LCPDFR takes control, then once you have to go past what police orders can do, police orders is not going to come back. It doesn't want to fight with LCPDFR. It doesn't want to ruin the game by creating a confliction of that. So we're actually going to get the passenger out now. We're going to try to see if we can get him out without having him run off as well.
Step out and away from the car.
Now let me see if we can get I can't even get a lock on this guy. So we're going to go ahead and frisk this guy using LCPDFR as well.
This is control. I need assistance for dangerous
Oh man, I didn't even
driving
think about it.
in
I might, we're actually going to take that. It's not crazy urgent, but it's something we can get around to. We'll get a description of the vehicle and a possible location, and we'll try to catch up to it.
Stolen cards, huh?
So this guy's got stolen credit cards. He's definitely going in.
On your head.
We're gonna go ahead and place this guy under arrest. I'm gonna get the I'm gonna look up the driver, and I'm possibly gonna get him out, and I'm gonna run him, see how he goes from here, and I'm probably gonna search the car just because it was involved in an accident, and this guy's shady over here with stolen credit cards. I'm gonna tell my partner to hold that current position.
Roger that.
And we're gonna get this kind of cleared up as fast as we can. Oh, that's right. I didn't ask for his ID. That's one of the shortcomings that I hate about LCPDFR in terms of like actually investigating the person. So we're gonna go ahead and move this vehicle. You see, he didn't really cause any damage. He's got a headlight out from it, but that makes me question that he was under the influence of something. We're starting to actually push my car out of the way. Let me go ahead and try to stop that before that happens any worse. And that was using the M key right there. It'll kind of tell the whole little regional area to like relax. It will disappear if you kind of move away too far like I did right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get my partner to move over to this location. I'm going to have him hold that spot. I'm about to search the trunk real quick, see if we got anything in there. And we still got to catch up to that drunk driver, so we're going to try to conclude this one pretty quick. And so I got a loaded weapon in the trunk. The driver's, it's his car. I'm making a presumption because, you know, LCPDFR doesn't tell me. But it's his car, so I'm definitely going to be taking him in. I'm going to get the whole vehicle towed. I'm going to get him out and then put him in cuffs because I just detained him. So we're going to go ahead and put some cuffs on this guy. And we're going to take him in as well. We're going to close the trunk here. And lastly, what we're going to do is you can write tickets by coming down here, but in the same sense, like I like to kind of like try to get into the position, act like I'm getting a VIN. Sometimes the...
Attention all units, we have a report of an officer down in Meadows Park.
Blooper to the max. So just in closing, I mean, figure I'd show you guys another blooper, but I just want to thank again, you know, Jeff and Bugs and Steve Trackboys55. You know, they were not only an inspiration to just try to keep me going and get me started, but I mean, they've also been extremely helpful and like communicated well with me. I look forward to releasing, you know, the police orders mod this weekend. Hopefully, if everything lines up well and all the reports go well, it'll definitely be out this weekend. You know, if not, I'm going to continue. It's not going to release because I want to make it better. But, you know, I'm like 90% sure I'm going to have it out by this weekend for y'all to play with. And you know, after I released that, at the end of the release video for the police orders, I'm gonna actually show what I kind of been working on. And Jeff Favignano and Barrett Bugs and Steve Trackboys 55, they know what it is, and they've been giving me a heavy amount of awesome input on this one to how to make it right. And I look forward to showing that to y'all. And lastly, just thank you every single one of you to sub to me. I know I'm a small time guy still, and I'm looking to increase that, but you know, I really appreciate y'all following me. I really enjoy y'all's comments, and I'm gonna get that vehicle handling upgraded. I know when I was looking back, I just realized that one of you told me to change that, and expect nice handling lines in the next episode. Thanks again, everybody. I look forward to bringing y'all more content. Later.